Hello, everyone. This is the WCBB5 fan here, and it's time now for Week 3 of the NFL games that will be shown in your local markets. So this week, Fox has the doubleheader. But before we get to that, I'm going to talk about the Thursday Night Football game, which for this week is in Cleveland between the Browns and the Steelers. Of course, as you know, Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit will have the call for that game. Let me just put the link. Let me get it ready. Here we go. Yep. So that'll be Al Michaels and Kurt Herbstreit, as you all know. I'm just looking up. I have trouble forgetting who's the sideline reporter for that game. Kaylee Hartung. Kaylee Hartung will be the sideline reporter, and you will get this game on air television in these media markets. Let's see. Okay, so for Pittsburgh, if for those of you that are in the Pittsburgh media market, you will get that game on WPXI NBC 11. For those of you that live in Cleveland, you will get that game on WEWS ABC 5. And by the way, the latter will also be carrying the Monday Night Football game along with all the other ABC affiliates, which I'll discuss which will be the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants, those that are wondering. Now for the Sunday games, like I said earlier, Fox has the doubleheader. First game we've got is the Baltimore Ravens at the New England Patriots. That game will be called by Joe Davis, Daryl Johnson, and Pam Oliver, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, I believe it's Pam Oliver. Anyway, and the referee for that game will be Bill Vinovich. Okay, so the next one we got is the Philadelphia Eagles at the Washington Commanders. That game will be called by Adam Amin, Mark Schlereth, and Christina Pink, I think. I don't know. Yep. Yep, Christina Pink. Yeah, I thought so. It's Christina Pink. Anyway, and the referee for this game will be Ron Torbert. And you will get this game in the following media markets: New York City, New York; Syracuse, New York; Philadelphia, Pennsylvania; Scranton, Pennsylvania; Harrisburg, Pennsylvania; Washington, D.C., Richmond, Virginia; Norfolk, Virginia; Roanoke, Virginia; Dallas, Texas; Wichita, Kansas; Tulsa, any media market in Oklahoma; Fort Smith, Arkansas; Amarillo, Texas. I think that's what it's called. Wichita Falls, Texas; Abilene, Texas; Lubbock, Texas; Odessa, Texas; El Paso, Texas; Waco, Texas; Austin, Texas; San Antonio, Texas; Corpus Christi, Texas; Rio Grande Valley, Texas; Anchorage, Alaska; and Fairbanks, Alaska. Those will get that game. Next game we've got is the Las Vegas Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. Kenny Albert, Jonathan Vilma, and I believe Shannon Spake. Yep, Shannon Spake. The referee for that game will be Brad Rogers. And you will get this game if you live in the following media markets: Kansas City, Missouri; Topeka, Kansas; Indianapolis, Indiana; Nashville, Tennessee; Knoxville, actually everywhere in Tennessee; Lexington, Kentucky; what's that city called? Cape Girardeau, Cape Girardeau, Missouri. Let's see. What else? Huntsville, Alabama, Jacksonville, Florida, Denver, Colorado. Actually, everywhere in Colorado, everywhere in New Mexico, everywhere in Utah, Boise, Idaho, everywhere in Wyoming, everywhere in Nevada, and everywhere in California, pretty much. Well, pretty much everywhere in California, and Honolulu, Hawaii, as well. Next up, we've got the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. That game will be called by Brandon Gaudin, Brady Quinn, and Megan Olivey. And the referee for that game is John Hussey. And you will get this game if you live in the following media markets: Fort Myers, Florida, anywhere in Montana, anywhere in North Dakota, anywhere in South Dakota, anywhere in Nebraska, anywhere in Iowa, anywhere in Minnesota, anywhere in Wisconsin, Chicago, Illinois, Quad Cities, Illinois, or like Rock Island, the Quad City of Illinois, Peoria, Illinois, Springfield, Illinois, South Bend, Indiana, Fort Wayne, Indiana, Toledo, Ohio, and if I haven't said so, everywhere in Michigan as well. Anywhere. So yeah. And the last game in the early window will be the New Orleans Saints at the Carolina Panthers. That game will be called by Dan Hellie, Matt Millen, and Lindsey Sarniak. The referee for this game will be Carl Cheffers. And you'll get this game if you live in the following media markets: anywhere in North Carolina, anywhere in South Carolina, anywhere in Georgia, Birmingham, Alabama, Montgomery, Alabama, Mobile, Alabama, Tupelo, I think is what it's called. Tupelo. Yes, Tupelo, Mississippi. Jackson, Mississippi. Anywhere in Louisiana. Little Rock, Arkansas. Houston, Texas. Panama City, Florida. Tallahassee, Florida. Tampa Bay, Florida. And Orlando, Florida. So that's it for the early games. Now let's go to the late games on Fox for this week. The feature game will be the Green Bay Packers at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Kevin Burkhardt, Greg Olsen, and Aaron Andrews and Tom Rinaldi will have the call for that game. The referee for this game will be Scott Novak. And that will be the majority of you are going to get this game. Another late game on Fox will be the Los Angeles Rams at the Arizona Cardinals. Kevin Kugler, Mark Sanchez, and Christina Pink, I think. Laura Oakman, my mistake. Laura Oakman will be on the sideline for that game. And the referee for this game will be Adrian Hill. And you will get this game if you live in the following media markets: anywhere in Arizona, San Diego, California, Los Angeles, California, Santa Barbara, California, and Bakersfield, California. Finally, the last game on Fox we got for this week will be the Atlanta Falcons at the Seattle Seahawks. That game will be called by Chris Myers, Robert Smith, and Jennifer Hale. And the referee for this game will be Trey Blake. And you will get this game if you live in the following media markets: anywhere in Georgia, Boise, Idaho, anywhere in Alaska, anywhere in Washington, and anywhere in Oregon. And that's it for the NFL on Fox games. Now let's talk about the CBS games. Of course, CBS has the single header, so let's start with the feature game on CBS this weekend. That is in Indianapolis, where the Colts will host the Kansas City Chiefs. Jim Nantz, Tony Romo, and Tracy Wolfson will have the call for that. And the referee for this game will be Sean Smith, and the majority of you will be getting this game. Actually, believe it or not one media market in the East Coast that in any state that borders the Atlantic Ocean is actually getting this game. Believe it or not, I'm actually really surprised to see that. Anyway, next game we've got is the Cincinnati Bengals at the New York Jets. Ian Eagle, Charles Davis, and Evan Washburn will have the call for that game. The referee for that game is Jerome Boger. You will get this game if you live in the following media markets: Springfield, Massachusetts, Hartford, Connecticut, Albany, New York, New York City, New York, Scranton, Pennsylvania, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, anywhere in Ohio, anywhere in West Virginia, Roanoke, Virginia, Lexington, Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky, and Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Next game, we've got the Buffalo Bills at the Miami Dolphins. That game will be called by Kevin Harlan, Trent Green, and Melanie Collins. The referee for this game will be Alex Kemp. The media markets that you will get this game if you live in the following media markets: Honolulu, Hawaii, any media market in Wyoming, Memphis, Tennessee, Knoxville, Tennessee, Huntsville, Alabama, actually anywhere in Alabama, Atlanta, Georgia, Columbus, Georgia, Macon, Georgia, Panama City, Florida, Tallahassee, Florida, Tampa Bay, Florida, Fort Myers, Florida, West Palm Beach, Florida, Miami, Florida, any media market in South Carolina, Greensboro, North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina, Galveston, North Carolina, Norfolk, Virginia, Richmond, Virginia, Buffalo, New York, Rochester, New York, Syracuse, New York, Burlington, Vermont, and anywhere in the any media market in Maine. And next up is the Houston Texans and the Chicago Bears. Andrew Catalon, James Lofton, and I think there might be a sideline report of this game. I could be wrong though. I'll put it in the description if there is. But anyway, the referee for this game will be Cleet Blakeman, and the referee and the media markets for this game will carry this game will be as follows: Abilene, Texas, Waco, Texas, Houston, Texas, Austin, Texas, San Antonio, Texas, Corpus Christi, Texas, Rio Grande Valley, Texas, Duluth, Minnesota, anywhere in Wisconsin, Chicago, Illinois, Quad Cities in Illinois, Peoria, Illinois, Springfield, Illinois, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Flint, Michigan, and that's it. And for that game, and then finally, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Los Angeles Chargers. Greg Gumbel, Adam Archuleta, and AJ Ross will have the call for that game. And the referee for this game will be Craig Rolstad. And you will get this game if you live in the following media markets: Eugene, Oregon, Bakersfield, California, Santa Barbara, California, Los Angeles, California, San Diego, California, Las Vegas, Nevada, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Nashville, Tennessee, New Orleans, Louisiana, Jacksonville, Florida, Savannah, Georgia, Orlando, Florida, Charlotte, North Carolina, Washington, D.C., Detroit, Michigan, Baltimore, Maryland, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and Providence, Rhode Island, and Boston, Massachusetts. And that's it for week 3. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next week when we do week 4 of the NFL games, announcers, and referees. Later.